problem too. They were misdiagnosing tons of shit, but they ain't gonna talk about that either.
What I'm getting at, just to end it right here, what I'm getting at is masks obviously fucking help.
Yeah.
The flu cut down a ton.
True.
It's crazy every single year. At the very least, people, they help with the fucking flu. At the very least, they help spread germs when you're sick and you have to go out anyway. Think about it, asshole.
No, I'm thinking about it. I'm serious.
Well, not you two, other assholes. But how's it going, people? Popcorn and Pints, another episode. As you guys can see, Ibrahim and James aren't here. Ibrahim, I know he's working on his film. And James just cares about his wife and her happiness more than he cares about
Ibrahim's dead to us. How often do we really see him?
A couple times a week. But he's working on a film, so I get it. But, James...
My films are no longer than 2 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Well, with that being said, people, let me show you what we're reviewing tonight. I didn't get a chance to do the whole video thing. A little busy, but Mean Girls and The Fifth Element. So, yeah. Early ratings for Mean Girls. Started off Puerto Rican Chris.
I love this stupid movie. I've always had fun with this movie. This has been literally probably one of my favorite movies since about my college time, 2005, 2006. Wow. Yeah. This is a guilty pleasure of mine for sure. I'm going to give this a solid 7. It's probably going to go up.
Wow. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah. Actually, nah. It's an 8. It's an 8. I'm good.
Go ahead.
I'm done.
Don't even.
It's an 8. We're not gonna have this go around no more.
Don't even pretend. Just do it.
It's an 8. I'm smiling hard. I love you, Lindsay. Old Lindsay, not new Lindsay. Well, new Lindsay might be like old Lindsay. Whatever. I just love you,
Lindsay. Like, dude, I'm right there with you. Like, this is. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's. Like, the cast is great. Lindsay Lohan's heyday. Tina Fey, this was her first screenwriting job, and she fucking knocked it out of the park. Like, it shot her into, like, comedic, iconic writing status and everything, which she was kind of already, with SNL working her way up there. Like, most of my notes that I put together for this is just about casting because they nailed it. Like, all of the characters is insane. But it's got great jokes from what I was reading, and I throw in some trivia later. Like, they had to tone it down to not get the R rating. Like, this was more raunchier than we got, like, when it was first written.
Yeah,
but like, and it's not totally off base. Like, I'm honestly, it's probably the same in high school now. I'm glad I don't go to high school now. I'm glad I went to high school before social media. That's for sure. But like, just the clicks and stuff, that I don't think that ever goes away, no matter really kind of where you are.
Probably not. But
to some extent,
yeah. It's just different now. Like you're saying, you're glad you're not in school now with fucking social media. Like it's like double, it's quadrupled now. No, more than quadrupled. You know what I mean? It's more to the extent. It's like that's what I'm looking for. Never ending.
Yeah,
it's like infinite, never ending. As far as like
Bowling for Soup has a song called "High School Never Ends," which fucking is fantastic. And I've actually had it stuck in my head this week. But I give this movie an A. It's one of those movies, great jokes, great writing, great cast. You come across it, it's always worth watching for a little bit just to kind of chuckle. Not even a guilty pleasure. And it was like a pop culture phenomenon. Like, it's lived on quotes and everything, references, GIFs. People still quote this movie and shit like that. But yeah, I'm right with you, man. I'll give it an 8.
An 8. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna give it a 6. Wasn't bad at all. It's funny. I had quite a few funny parts, but it just, I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't for me, but it wasn't bad. It was the typical comedy that came out around times. So it had a lot of funny parts, of course, but yeah, I'll give it a 6. I know I'm probably gonna stay at a 6. Would I watch it again? If it's on, maybe, or like say if the wife wanted to watch it, then yeah. But other than that, probably no. I can be honest and say no.
Oh, you'll watch it again, you son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You will.
It's one of those that just finds its way into your brain and your heart.
Hey,
So,
even the Obamas love this movie. Like, it was funny. I was like reading through some trivia and stuff. There was a when Obama was in office, they tweeted a picture of their dog Bo with a tennis ball, and it with the quote, "Bo, stop trying to make fetch happen." I'm like, that's pretty funny.
the whole fetch thing had me when I was watching this at first. I was like, what the fuck? Fetch? Fetch? But
Fetch,
Whatever.
which is a
Worked out.
term Tina Fey just made up off the cuff. So she didn't want to use language that could date like the term or the movie. So she just made up a word.
I was gonna say, so since it was raunchy or whatnot, it just shows how good the comedic brilliance is behind it for them to tailor it back and make it work so well.
It is. It's like obviously you start off with this jokes. Like the one in particular I was reading when Lindsay Lohan's first day, she's like walking into the cafeteria trying to find a place to sit. The one pervert guy comes up and asked if her muffins been buttered or something like that.
yeah.
It was going to be like a cherry popping question, like
Oh.
I was reading, but they had to tone that down. There was like a masturbation joke somewhere that they had to take out or rewrite or something like that. Like, they had to rewrite a lot of stuff.
How old
But-
was she in this movie?
Lindsay Lohan, I don't know. I don't know how old she was. This is her first non-Disney movie. I know that. What's the name of the actress that plays her? Rachel McAdams. Who plays Regina. She was 25 in this.
Okay.
I want to say she was like 17, 18, maybe 19 tops, right?
But Lindsay Lohan had to be like 20, maybe at the oldest. I don't know. That's a good question. I should have looked that up.
That's a great freaking
I'll
question.
look it up right now.
So what are some of your favorite jokes in this movie?
I gotta try to remember. I'm bad with that. Oh fuck.
Well, I mean, the whole element with the fucking weight gainer thing was just fucking priceless, man.
That
It was
was
just
funny.
genius and priceless for how long it went on and everything, and then everybody started getting onto it, and it wasn't just her that got, wreaked the havoc of it. I was like, oh shit, there's always collateral damage, right?
You know what's funny? I remember that always made me remember when I was in middle school, 8th grade. Maybe it was like 8th grade or 9th grade. I had my locker. If you kicked it, you could open it.
Okay.
Someone else figured that out and started taking my lunch.
Did you
So
pick this?
it happened like a few days in a row. So one day I came in, or one night before, like I had like Oreos. I scraped out the stuff and I put toothpaste and like chili powder in the Oreo and put the Oreo back together, put that in a bag, put that in my lunch. Someone took my lunch the next day, so I stayed late after school to move my locker afterwards. Just because I assumed there'd be retribution. But that's kind of what that weight gain bar reminds me of when she's like, yeah, it helps you burn carbs.
Well, Chris, whoever, maybe that person that happened to, they just fucking remembered. They're like, oh, so this is the asshole that.
I hope so.
I hope so too, because you shouldn't have been taking his lunch.
Nope.
If you're gonna take it, at least
Interesting.
beat him up for it, fight him for it. Don't just sneak and take it.
Catch this little tidbit here. So supposedly, Lindsay Lohan's performance in this movie was deemed the 11th best performance of the 21st century by the New Yorker.
I saw that. Like,
What?
this movie gets a lot of praise, man. Like, you wouldn't think it just based on the concept and like the actors and stuff like that. This movie is really, really well regarded.
How old was she in 2004 or 2003?
This was a 2004 movie. What year was she born?
I gotta go look her up now.
But of course, her dad in this is the janitor from Scrubs.
Yes. Dr. Jan,
I always love any Scrubs connection I can make.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, she's my age.
35.
I'm older than her by fucking like 2 months, 3 months.
You got way too excited over this.
I know, really.
Dude, you don't understand.
I understand. I mean, I guess it's good you're
I was watching somebody my age on the TV.
You realize it's getting easier to do that these days.
Oh, gosh.
That's not hard to come by anymore.
Got to be careful with keywords you're using nowadays, folks.
That's fucked up. It's fucked up, but it's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. Oh god.
I mean, just watch. All you got to do is watch Cops.
True.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Wants a piece of that fire crotch.
Speaking of fire crotch, what's everybody drinking tonight?
I got the agua, bro.
Fire up. You have what?
Agua.
Agua.
Aguita.
I'm
I
just
Essence of life.
Just went with some Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Oh, nice.
It's not bad. I love that stuff. Summer, I like.
Yeah, it's a solid year-round beer.
Brought back the other popcorn and pints mug, but I'm drinking just a regular Red's apple mixed with a hemperita. Fucking delicious. James, what are you drinking?
He wants a piece of. You're just gonna leave that quote up there, because yeah, I think everyone at that time probably did. Sadly,
Yo, she was born in the same year as me.
What
She's
year?
From New York, 86. From
Okay.
New York, bro.
Y'all
Like,
fucking-
what are the chances? Like, did I ever meet her in passing?
No.
Like, were we kids on a bus at some point in random that happened
I don't
to,
know.
like,
I
meet
mean,
each other and happened to
New-
not know each other at 3? Like,
Chris wasn't in Spanish Harlem, so you didn't meet her.
yeah, New York's pretty small. I'd be surprised if you didn't come across her.
It didn't happen, Chris. I'm sorry.
you don't know that.
I know that.
No,
I
you
do.
don't, and she doesn't know that either.
I shouldn't take that dream away from you. It's going to give you your happiness. I apologize.
I
a
do
good
wonder
trait.
what high school culture in other countries is like. This movie made me think about that, actually.
What high school when you got to carry fucking pails of water and shit all day?
Well, yeah.
He's like, God damn it.
Okay, Europe. I don't know. Where there's other huge groups of white people.
Oregon.
But like, I mean, there's got to be a huge like fucked up difference in American high school culture and probably any other country.
Yeah. To an extent, yeah. This was it was funny that the gym teacher was fucking the students.
His Asian fetish
Yeah.
with the 2 Asian girls, that was good. There's
Funny.
and it, you know what's weird is like the line they walked, Tina Fey walked, and the director and everyone involved in writing this. This has the mass appeal. Like, parents let their kids watch it. Adults love this movie. There's obviously innuendo all over the place.
Ton of it.
I mean, the writing skill that takes is impressive, and of course, that's one of the reasons Tina Fey's her career was so fantastic.
You know what's funny? Really quick. So the background for this, I chose this for a reason. One, because it's like kind of horror related ish, and it's funny. I was thinking of like a Dead Bride, but I was originally gonna pick the one from the Christmas thing when they were singing on stage. So I was like, that I was like, 2 reasons I didn't do that. 1, didn't know the age. 2, didn't know the movie age. I forgot. But I was like, it's a high school thing, and I didn't want to feel like you know who.
The coach.
Oh, R. Kelly. Well, actually, yeah, him too. I was like, you know, let me pick.
86.
You
So,
can't feel like
dude,
that. You
so-
are from this era.
You said she was born in 1986,
Yes. July
So-
2nd.
so she was 18 in this, right around 18.
No, don't do that. Cause
It's just when I graduated fucking high school, man. Just went into college. I told you, bro. Yeah, buddy.
But also, Amanda Seyfried, this was her very first film role, and I've always thought she kind of looked like an alien.
A little bit.
I don't know. It's got to be the eyes. I don't know. It's just the way her face is shaped.
the dumb one.
Yeah. Well, Gretchen is. Yeah, no, she's the dumb one who thinks she can predict the rain with her boobs.
Yeah.
Like her boobs always know when it's raining. Like that cracked me up when she says, "I think I have ESPN."
I was just going to say that. It's like I have ESPN or something. My breast can tell when it's going to rain.
When it's raining out.
Well, can they tell when it's raining?
And it's fucking pouring out, and she's grabbing her breasts. There's a 30%
It's like
chance.
there's a 30% chance. So that was her. This is her first film role. I know she was in the Ted sequel, I think, as a main character.
Okay.
What else? You know what? Actually, her and Rachel McAdams have both been in Nicholas Sparks movies.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I was like, son of a bitch.
We watched The Notebook. Amanda Seyfried was in another one of some other movie based off one of his books.
We did watch The Notebook.
And from what I was reading, like she read for Regina, like Lindsay Lohan read for Regina. I think all the other actresses read for like Regina, and then didn't get Regina. Only Rachel McAdams did. But from what I saw, Amanda Seyfried read for Regina, and producers instead suggested Karen due to her ability for Spacey and Daffy's sense of humor and stuff like that. So, like, again, they were spot on with casting these girls, I think. And not just the girls. Like, I love her friends at the beginning, the gay guy and the black-haired girl who's mad at the world. Those are great.
Yeah. That was fun. See, now this is what I was gonna say. That's why I'm glad you brought that part up. This movie has cancel culture written all over, all over it.
How so?
Just with the gay jokes, for example, people wouldn't take those as jokes; they would take it as like bullying nowadays instead of jokes.
But he's not really. I mean, he's not really that bullied in this or anything like that.
Not. No. I'm not saying he is. He's not. But I'm just saying, just like the way that his friends were talking to him as friends. But some people might consider that bullying. Nowadays,
like the hey bitch thing.
Like the jokes we make about each other before we go live.
Yeah, those, the ones that people can't handle.
Yeah. Come on, like I've always maintained that nothing's off limits when it comes to humor. I hate the term cancel culture. I think it's stupid. I think if people only use that obviously you should be held accountable. Freedom of speech is not freedom of speech in the sense that there's no consequences if you say something stupid. But cancel culture is stupid in the fact that if you make a joke about something, I don't think anything's off limits when it comes to comedy. If you're going to make a joke about something risque, your joke just better be that much more fucking good. People don't get mad if you make a great joke about a risque topic.
Those are the funnier jokes.
Those jokes are hilarious. It's when you make a bad joke about that topic.
Yeah, and the reason
or say something stupid.
The reason why I think those are the funniest ones is because they're so fucking serious and they have people so uptight. It's good to just laugh at stupid shit like that once in a while.
No, so like, and when you have the dynamic that like the cast have, or you had that, like they portrayed a friends dynamic real well. So the jokes among the characters, whether it be like gay or for the guy, they were calling the girl a lesbian.
Yeah. Or a slut.
Yeah, the slut jokes. Like to some extent, they even had a few self-deprecating jokes in there. The one girl's, like one of the stupid girls had like self-deprecating references when she was called something, but I don't know. It was clever writing.
Fat girl.
I don't remember. It's not.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you because you're fat. You hate me because you're fat, or something. Wait, no. What is it? I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you.
That's what? And what was funny about that is the girl was in the wheelchair and she went backwards off the table.
The wheelchair trust fall. That I cracked up at that.
Funny.
When they're doing the trust falls and the wheelchair goes backwards.
Never doing that, so don't even ask, Michael.
Or when the girl playing Gretchen says, "It's not my fault I'm so popular," and then she goes to her trust fall and everyone steps to the side except Amanda Seyfried's character. That cracked me up. And I always love Tim Meadows. Everything he shows up in, he's I know he does like a lot of support and stuff, but he's great in those roles.
I'm not sure who he is, but
Tim Meadows, the principal, the only black guy in the movie.
Oh, that's his name. Oh, and he's fucking hilarious too. And I never.
He is, man.
Fucking hilarious.
I've been a fan of his since he was on SNL. What was the movie he did where he was kind of the pimp? The ladies guy. Was it just the ladies man? I don't remember.
Yes. Yes.
He has the smiley face tattoo on his ass.
He's got the little lisp and he talks like this because he's the ladies man.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now that I think about it, he's played the principal. He's been like the school administrator in a lot of stuff. He's on the Goldbergs. He's the school principal there, or a teacher or something. He's hilarious there.
Nice.
But in particular, where like after everyone discovers the burn book and he's holding all the girls in the cafeteria there or the gym, saying it's time for some girl talk, and the one girl talks about how wide her vagina is. Like, okay, I can't. Maybe I phrase it. I can't handle this.
What were we supposed to say though? Like, I don't know what to say. Fuck, I can't handle this. He was like, you know what? Had the teacher doing it, like you should do this. Which he was right in that sense. He was 100% right, because I was just like, that was fucking funny.
Those even the little cutscenes and shit from her, like thinking back to like about the safari and shit, and like survival of like the fittest or whatnot. It's like,
the jungle.
all right, yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, all right, yeah, I see it. I see the comparison. At least you can make it relate, you know. To
you
her.
have that high school as a jungle metaphor. One scene I really enjoyed. Damien, I think was the gay guy's name. His talent show where he's singing. And someone throws the shoe at him and he throws it back and he's angry on stage.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
That's a compliment.
Or again, when they're doing the trust falls and somehow he's the only guy that is in the gymnasium full of girls, and he's like, she doesn't even go here. Well, the one girl is on the stage, like just talking about her feelings. Like that's something that gets quoted a lot. If you go back in pop culture, if you hear someone yell, she doesn't even go here.
I'd have to look back at it, but you're probably right. It seems like it'd be one of those simple lines that'd be across quite a few movies, especially that come out in a certain era.
Yeah.
Who got told they smell like a baby prostitute?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
Mm-mm.
What do you guys think about Regina getting hit by the bus?
I thought it was funny. I thought that was fucking funny. I wasn't even expecting that. Because this movie, yes, I knew it was a comedy movie, but it wasn't like that type of comedy, you know what I mean? Where you have somebody getting hurt and you laugh at comedy.
I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, it's like the bus driver can see the direction he's driving in. Like if you just take a second to observe the scenery around, it's literally a straight line that this bus has to be going. Yeah. Like he's got to see people like way in front of him.
He's flying though. Like how fast was he fucking going down?
Yeah, I know, really. Plus he's going like 50 miles an hour in the school zone,
which is what 10 or 15 miles per hour is the school zone. He's not doing no 10 or 15. That's why you guys got to drive slow.
And then I enjoyed the montage of her afterwards and like the neck brace and stuff like that. That's pretty good too. And Amy Poehler as her mom, the cool mom.
Yo, I opened the door and she was like, "Do you need anything, honey? Do you need a drink? Do you need something? Do you need condoms?" I was like, wow.
So, and I read something hilarious today. The scene where they first show Amy Poehler as her mom, like the girls go there after school and the dog starts biting her nipple, like her sweater. Like she hid, oh, hold on. I put this in my notes. What was it? Like she pinned... Oh, what was it? To film one of the scenes, Amy Poehler pinned a piece of cocktail wiener into her bra to encourage the Chihuahua dog to bite her nipple area.
Wow.
That's dedication.
So that's what's going on there. That's what the dog's after.
That's hilarious.
That's brilliant.
That is.
And then not to take it out of context, folks. It's a joke from a movie. It's a line from a movie. And on the third day, God created the Remington bolt-action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals.
Yo, and that was early in the movie too with the kids. And that's the stuff I'm talking about right now.
It's like Cards Against Humanity kind of little bit humor here and there. You know what I mean? That they tailored back.
Not as...
Yes. Yeah.
Not as dark for some, but yeah, I can agree with that. I've never played that. I've heard of it.
Man, it's great. It's fun. Super fun.
That'd be fun to play live. If we could figure out a way to play that live, that'd be fucking awesome.
That would be. If we could do a virtual Cards Against Humanity show.
I don't know how we would do it, but
I don't know.
We'll work it out.
But some little trivia here. So, like the main girl A lot of the main characters are named after real people. From what I was reading, Tina Fey likes to name characters after real life friends, mainly because it makes writing easier for her. So a lot of these people are named after people she knew. I think you can, if anyone's curious, you can go and look that up. She may have even, I know she released a book where she talked about that a little bit. Lindsay Lohan first read for Regina George, but the casting team felt she was closer to Katie, of course. Plus, she kind of feared the Mean Girl label and what it would do to her image coming from Disney movies. So she was happy to play Katie. Rachel McAdams got Regina because Tina Fey felt McAdams being kind and polite made her perfect for such a evil-spirited character.
That's
Like
usually, I feel like that's normal.
It is. Like the meanest people are some of the most fake nice people you can meet.
Yep. And vice versa. That's like I could play a fucking asshole really. I'm a nice person, but I can be an asshole really well in this film for you.
I mentioned Amanda Seyfried also read for Regina, her first role, but they liked her spacey personality for Karen was the name. Scarlett Johansson also tested for Amanda Seyfried's role. So I don't know how old Scarlett Johansson was in 2004, really before, of course, she blew up. Lizzie Kaplan, who plays the black-haired girl that's, who befriends Lindsay Lohan at the beginning. I guess initially they considered her too pretty for the role, but they loved, what was it? They wanted like a Kelly Osbourne type actress, but she was picked because of her raw emotion that she was able to portray, from what I was reading.
Okay.
So she was able to convey that hatred of the world better than probably anybody else they saw.
Nice.
She did great. Like her casting for secondary, even the casting for secondary characters in this movie was great.
It really was.
But Evan Rachel Wood was offered a role. She turned it down. I don't know what role. That would have been interesting.
Who is she?
Evan Rachel Wood, I don't know. She's in Westworld now. She dated Marilyn Manson for a while. I don't know what else she was in, but I knew her name. I think she got big, started getting big towards the end of the 90s.
It's interesting.
It's not ringing.
Blake Lively tested for Karen, Amanda Seyfried's character, and she didn't get the role. So Scarlett Johansson and Blake Lively both tested for that role, and they gave it to Amanda Seyfried, who had never been in a movie before.
For this film, it ended up working. I feel like there was no bad casting in this movie. So
no,
that's a good.
That's mind-boggling considering those names now.
I know. It is. I love hearing stuff like that though. They're like, so and so was supposed to play this role, but they either didn't get it or they turned it down.
No, and like that's one of my favorite things to do when we talk about these movies now is to, when I go to look up trivia, I look for like casting stuff just to see who else could have been involved. Lacey Chabert, who plays Gretchen, like the brunette, the shorter brunette girl, that was like their first and only choice. Gretchen Wieners was her name. Ashley Tisdale apparently auditioned for that and didn't get the role.
Really?
Yeah, another Disney actress.
Disney. And
Lindsay Lohan's crush, what was his name? Aaron in the movie. That was a last-minute casting decision by Tina Fey because that guy resembled her SNL co-star Jimmy Fallon. She said.
Could have just chose me. I could have just been Aaron throughout the whole damn movie.
Also, in real life, that guy's gay.
Oh. Okay.
That's always something else I find interesting when I find out, an actor with one sexual representation is always portraying a different one.
Yeah.
It goes to their acting skill, too, man.
Yeah.
It's a credit to their acting skill when they portray that.
Hell yeah, it does. Hell yeah, it does.
Believe the lie, baby. Believe the lie.
Oh, fuck.
But
just remember, don't hook up with a chick, spend like 40 years with her, and then tell her.
That would be bad.
That wouldn't be very nice either.
No.
Not as nice as this wheel.
But overall, man, I enjoyed the movie. Like I said, I still give it an 8. It's always if I come across it, I would leave it on just for some jokes and stuff. It's good for a chuckle every time I come across it. Not that I've probably only seen the movie probably like 3 or 4 times actually, and not even on purpose, just in passing.
I'm old, wiser, and more confident in myself to be able to tell you that I actually own this movie.
My girlfriend owned it, so I watched the DVD.
His girlfriend owns it, people. It's Chris's.
Yeah. But I own it.
I should have.
And I bought it, and I was happy about it.
I should have looked up. Now that I think about it, I should have looked to see what the bonus features were.
Oh shit!
Wheel of Hate.
Oh boy,
this is gonna be a fun fucking wheel. We're gonna get a musical.
Oh, I don't want a musical.
We're gonna get a musical. It's probably gonna be The Sound of Music. You know who put that on there? That fucking asshole Aaron.
That or Cats.
But I like that movie.
Dude, no, Cool as Ice. I want Cool as Ice.
Is that on the hate wheel or the white wheel?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
Do a little shuffling where we spin this.
These movies are getting low. I can see what the images are.
Like, the hate wheel we only picked 4, but I say for the hate wheel and the chick pick wheel, that'll probably be a wheel we should never change out. The rest we can kind of.
I think
wheel. You gotta add like 4 to the hate wheel at some point.
Hey, Cool as Ice must have been on the white wheel.
Oh fuck, Chris! Did you call Cats?
I did call Cats.
Wait, why is Babylon AD here?
Keep going.
Babylon AD. Oh, Cats. Fucking team.
This has a lot of big names in it. Like Idris Elba is in this. Taylor Swift is in this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just funny that this pops up and James right a few minutes before this pops up.
There he is. No musicals.
You see, this is what happens, James. We're putting this on you. I'm not even gonna blame Ibrahim. It's on the wheel. We're putting this on you because you hate musicals. You decided that your wife and her feelings were more important than ours.
Listen,
boom, punishment.
I don't know who put this on here, but we got to make sure that James is available the week we have to watch this.
So he's available next Saturday.
He better be. Otherwise, we need to save it
just for him.
Yes.
What if we get 2 musicals?
I'll kill myself.
Hilarious. I'm not happy about the Cats one, but if we get The Sound of Music, I'll be happy about that. I like that.
Babylon AD.
Babylon this time?
Nah, it's going to be Bob and Bud. Oh, yeah, it's going to be Babylon. I thought it was going to be
as long as it's not fucking Bob the Butler. Babylon AD. Who's in this?
Vin Diesel.
Oh, that's why it's on there.
That's why it's on.
So this was directed towards me.
Yep.
This was the pilot that he came up with for Fast and Furious 11. When they go to space next.
Jesus Christ.
It's a sci-fi Fast and Furious.
There's only 6 movies left on that wheel. Wow.
Well, that one was smaller. Remember, we only put 4 on there a piece.
I know, but still.
But, damn. Yeah, you're right.
Cats and Babylon AD. What the fuck?
Cats and Babylon fucking AD. Also, I mean, I've never seen either one, so I'm excited to see something fresh.
I haven't seen either, and I'm gonna get loaded for Cats. That's for sure.
Oh, it'll be high as shit for Cats. Hopefully for both of them.
Yeah, I haven't seen the 2019 Cats.
Oh, yeah. I want to hear your impression of Cats just after you're super stoned. Watch it. Your stoned impression of Cats.
My stoned like what I feel about it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm definitely gonna tell you. Oh, fuck.
Like, go ahead in our group chat and send us your thoughts as you're watching it. Stoned.
Like I do when I'm high watching certain movies. So
yeah,
I'll do. I got you, Chris.
I want to know what's going on.
That'll be my birthday gift to you because I ain't shit. Gave you my friendship. That's it. That should be good enough.
Oh, by the way, one last note on Mean Girls. You'll see my name is KG after the rapping mathematician guy there.
I was wondering where it came from.
Yep. He was fucking. I love that guy. He was great.
You know what's funny is so I was watching these movies in the attic, and as I'm getting shit together, setting up, watching the movies. My original name was Sir Anthony Sturdy. because of Mean
Oh,
Girls.
Tim Meadows. Yeah.
Yeah, his nephew. It was. My nephew gets so bad. I call him Anthony instead of Anthony, but not as bad as my sister naming him Anthony or some shit. I was dying.
Not as mad as I get at my sister for naming him Anthony.
Oh,
That was fucking funny. So yeah, it was Ant for me. And then when I heard, just as soon as I seen Chris Tucker's character, as soon as I heard him, I was fucking laughing my fucking ass off. He's like one of my favorite.
Dude, he is just fucking insane. Now that we're talking about Fifth Element,
No, Chris or James, no, no, don't put this nastiness, weirdness on me. Uh-oh,
all right.
he's ready.
I'm good to go. I'm ready to take a cab ride with Cade.
Now you're ready.
Corbin?
I'm ready for a cab ride with Cade. Let's do this.
Corbin. Oh, he has the shield down and everything.
Wow. Look at that.
He's ready.
Sci-fi out, bitches.
That's basically sci-fi right there, especially in those times. A fucking motorcycle helmet.
Cool.
That's fun.
This was a fast-paced film, so I'm buckled up.
It was. You know what? This movie's 2 hours. It doesn't feel like it.
It really didn't. Like when I seen 2 hours and 7 minutes, I was like, fuck. But I played it. And after like the first 10, 20 minutes, I believe, once it starts going, it's just like a fucking snowball rolling down a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why it didn't click in my head before this, but watching Bruce Willis, he's literally just himself or the same character in every movie he's ever been in.
He's the original Marky Mark.
That helmet's not helping your echo or distortion.
Mm-mm.
He's the original Marky Mark.
There you go.
There you go. But as I'm watching this go along, this Die Hard in space movie,
Space. That makes me like it.
like exactly, he does. I mean, he's great at what he does, but it is more or less the same thing in every movie he's in.
And you know what? Because I just seen Die Hard. Yes, fuckers. I just said this. I just seen Die Hard when we did it on Popcorn and Pints back in December. Fucking great movie. I loved it. And
Christmas movie, best Christmas movie of all time.
Best debated Christmas movie of all time.
It's one of the best, but I don't think it's my favorite. I forgot what
There's
I said.
a difference between the best and your favorite.
True. Well, I forgot what I said was the best and my favorite. So, damn, that's bad. I just can't think of it right now. It's the Heat. It's the Heat.
Also, caught me off guard that Luke Perry was in this at the beginning.
Was he really?
Yeah, those that first 10 minutes where they're in the desert in 1914, or wherever they are, to kind of set up those stones. Dude, like this movie had. It started with like it took a while to get this movie made. It started with like $100+ million budget. They couldn't get it made. Couldn't get it made because no one wanted to finance that. The writer, director, whoever it was, who also worked on the script for like a decade before it ever got off the ground, got it down to like 90 million, and then it finally caught traction. So this is a $90 million movie in 1997, and honestly, I thought it looked great.
Oh,
Other than I thought that the cheesiest part of this, I thought, were the aliens themselves and like the penguin walking robots at the beginning. Like the alien costumes were the worst part of this, but I thought everything else in this looked great.
I can.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm trying to think. I know this was a very cameo-heavy film. I just can't remember them all now that I think about it.
I don't know. I know like Chris Tucker is insane, as Chris Tucker usually is. Mm-hmm. Like they probably told him when he asked what the character was, and they said Chris Tucker to the extreme. That's what I feel like the definition was for his character.
Yeah, but he does those. The thing with that, though, is he does those type of things so fucking well. Like, I know he does them in a lot of his films, but he does it. It's like perfect for that exact character. Even though, again, the character
flamboyant.
They're similar.
Flamboyant. He's a flamboyant actor.
He's great, singing, dancing, all that shit, and then he's fucking funny with it. And he's not bad at either.
No, he was great. So, and I'm positive of this, but just reaffirm my affirmation. The black guy playing the president, was also the bully from Friday, right?
Debo, rest in peace.
Yes. Oh, he passed?
Yeah,
Was he
passed away last year, the end of last year, I think.
Okay.
Really,
As soon as I saw it, like I saw the cross eyes. I'm like the different color cross eyes. I'm like, I fucking know those eyes.
Yep.
That kind of took me out of the seriousness of that situation. I don't know. It seemed like a weird casting for that role.
Because
like I loved it. I thought it was great, but
you know what it is? I think part of it's because of Friday. Like when you see him in certain movies where he's the tough guy, because he's like the tough guy in every movie you see him in, for the most part. But it's always a lot of times you see him in comedies. But he can play. I feel like he could have played. I'm sure he has played like a serious tough guy role without being the funny tough guy. But it's just you've seen him in all the funny stuff, so you expect him to be funny all the fucking time. Where you're just like, this fucking Debo.
I know that's all. Every time they showed him, I just thought of the movie Friday.
Well, when he was in at least one, maybe two episodes of The Fresh Prince.
Was he?
Yeah, MacArthur Park. When Will was hanging out over there, then Carlton went over there, started hanging out, like joined the group, became like the leader of the group for a little bit.
How many seasons did Fresh Prince have? That was on a while, right?
My wife and I are watching it. I think 6,
7 or 9.
6. I think it's either 6 or 7.
I think it had at least one or two too many. I think.
I don't know. Because I'm still laughing at him like through, and we're on like season 4 or 5.
We could do a Fresh Prince rewatch podcast.
I would fucking love to.
Speaking of the word Prince, they actually tried to get Prince to play the role that Debo played.
I thought it was for the role that Chris played.
No, they tried to get him to play what's his face, the
president,
the guy who wore purple, the ambassador or whatever the hell.
Yeah, the president.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Did I write that down? I don't know.
That would have been interesting. And
can you believe this was written by a 16-year-old?
Yeah, it was so Prince was cast to portray Rod. I think that was the president's name. But he couldn't schedule the filming around his touring dates.
It was Ruby Rod.
Oh no, Prince was cast to play Chris Tucker's position.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it would have made more just a flamboyant character doing that. The singing and shit. The clothing.
Yeah. So Prince was cast.
Oh
to
yeah,
play
I misunderstood that. My bad.
Yeah, that was originally going to be a Prince role, but his touring got in the way. He couldn't do it. But this movie started, like I mentioned, the guy that wrote this started writing the story when that became the movie when he was 16 years old. He was 38 when the movie finally opened in cinemas.
Fuck.
So 20 years later, almost 22.
Fuck. I hope you got some good money from that shit.
Fucking Gary Oldman's in this thing too, like.
And you know what, Gary Oldman, I was reading about interviews he did about this. He basically only did it as a favor to the guy that wrote this movie because they financed something else. That guy financed another movie of his. Okay. So he felt like he owed him. Bruce Willis still liked the movie, I think. In fact, they were going to recast Bruce Willis. Like they wanted Bruce Willis when they had the $100+ million budget. And then the movie got shelved for a while, and when they came back to it, started making it again, but at the lower budget. He was going to Beeson. What was his name? Luke Besson, however you want to pronounce it. The guy that created this movie was going to recast Bruce Willis's part because he was just too fucking expensive. Because he's Bruce Willis in 1997.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Bruce is like, you know what? Just let me read the script. If I like it, we'll work something out. And clearly, he liked it, and they worked something out.
Good.
But I mean, that's kind of cool on Bruce's part, of course, as well too. And I feel like that's what the way you should be as an actor. Obviously, money's important.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, to the extent, which I'm sure you're probably saying anyway, but I agree with that. As far as like, if you really believe in the film and really love the film, it's like, well, take that risk. It could be one of those classics, those cult classics, where you're getting paid money lots and lots of money down the line because it's in commercial. You know what I mean? It's just being used in different ways.
Well, what was it when we talked about Batman? Jack Nicholson did the movie for like a low payday, but he worked in percentages of like merchandising and stuff, and he made like over $100 million off one movie because
Fucking
of that.
genius. Fucking genius.
That's what you
Called
do now.
stacking pennies.
Like you can take less money to make a movie and then find other ways to get percentages of other shit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that with stuff, but again, it's if it's something that you absolutely believe in.
I think Danny DeVito's still making money off Twins. I forgot what we mentioned it back in the episode. I forgot what the structure was for him, but that's like one of his hot movies he still makes the most money from.
That's crazy. And I feel like my favorite role from him that I can think of is Penguin. Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Fucking perfect. Fucking perfect.
But yeah, and Bruce Willis still had hair in 1997.
Kind of.
Some.
We didn't rate this yet, did we?
Oh no.
What do you guys think? What's everybody thinking? Everybody got a number in their head yet? Anybody?
I'm going 8 all around on this episode. I'm gonna give this an 8. I watched this movie. Honestly, I don't know if I've seen this movie more than once. Okay. I remember going to, and I saw it at a drive-in as a kid when I saw it. And I remember being flabbergasted as a young lad in 1997. So hold on, I was 13, 14, depending on whatever time of the year it was. And Mila Jokovich's strap outfit. Like, oh yeah. As a young prepubescent teen.
Pubescent, you said? Or pre?
Pre.
I'm just
pre-creep, same thing.
Both.
At that age, it really doesn't make a difference.
Definitely not. No. But
watching this now, I'm watching it. I'm like, you know what? This shit still looks great. I mean, some of the effects are. I thought about what they could do with the kind of budget these days with like the Star Wars when they go into like the space and the hyperdrive and stuff like that. But I didn't really think there was a lot more they could do that they didn't already do. The worst parts of this were the outfits by far. And like I said, the alien costumes and then the robot aliens at the beginning that just walk around and look like penguins. I wrote robot penguin down in my notes. I like
robot penguins.
Yeah. But like the story was fine. The good. Chris Tucker's insane.
Fucking hilarious.
And then especially once the action starts with Bruce Willis, then it's Die Hard in space.
Yeah. Yes.
Explosions, gunfights. It's good, man. I enjoyed it.
James said they burnt her hair, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know how they did her hair, but that was crazy. Mila Jokovic, who of course goes on to Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking hot.
Chris Tucker screaming in this movie, almost in
He
tears.
screams like a girl, man. Such high pitched voice.
Yes. What was it? When Bruce Willis shot like around him so the floor would drop, he was screaming the whole way. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" Drop. I was fucking laughing so hard.
Nope, but I give it an 8. Enjoyable, fun to watch.
I agree.
Holds up.
I agree. And like, so the first half of the movie before Chris Tucker's character, I'm like, I'm enjoying this. I'm good.
It is a little slow in the beginning. I'll say that.
Once his character came in the picture, it really locked me in. And with that being said, like, had that movie dragged out to where it would have been without Chris Tucker's character in it, it may have been a 7 for me. But because of his character and just the laughter I had with this movie, because you had the fun, it was like almost like a comedy action movie to an extent.
It's a comedy action sci-fi.
Boom, comedy action sci-fi. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Wow.
I really had a good time with this movie. I had a really good time with this film, and I would like to watch it again. I'm not saying I'm gonna watch it again soon, but I definitely like to watch this one again. Oh yeah.
Man.
What about you, Puerto Rican Chris?
I'm with the 8 on it as well, especially thinking back to the time or whatnot. You know, like Chris said, could they have done more now or at the right time? Yeah, it's probably one of the reasons why the director wanted to wait. They did use a lot of like practical type movie magic or whatnot to make the things look good, the animatronics or whatever, or the aliens the way they looked with the prosthetics and all of that shit. But it doesn't take away from the fact that it's still a great movie despite its small shortcomings in like the visuals type deal. Even though for that time that was so next level. Like this is the Jetsons in live action put to a million cranked up. You know what I mean? With Bruce Willis
In live
doing a space Die Hard and then a hot chick running around half naked the whole movie. What's there not to like? And then you throw in Chris Tucker's funny ass, and it's like, all right, yeah, I'm not mad at this movie at all.
There's no need to be. There's no fucking need to be.
Fan.
8, and a 9 for this one. And I feel like James will like this movie a lot as well. He probably.
Oh, did he send you the video of his reviews?
Oh shit, he did. All right, guys.
We forgot about James. We'll take a quick break to see what James had to say about these two movies.
Yes, well, I looked this up, guys. He sent it to the Popcorn and Pints, right?
It's getting a little warm in there.
I don't know where he's
James, this is your fault because you're supposed to remind us because
I feel like I'm being birthed again. It's squeezing my head.
Well, no, you know what? Now's an appropriate time because we don't want him to talk about the Fifth Element before we get into it. So, man, it's a good thing I said that, or we would have forgot all about him.
I completely. My bad, James. What email?
That's all right. Us whiteys have to stick together.
You do.
Okay. Wow, bro.
Well, I don't remember what movie. Oh yeah, it was. It was from Mean Girls. But Chris, so why are you white?
What part of the movie was that?
It was when the one girl was like, the stupid girl was like, "So you're from Africa? Why are you white?" I was fucking dying, man. I was fucking. That part was funny. Just to go back to that, and then the other part where they were like, "Yeah, we have a new student. She's from Africa." The teacher looked at the black chick.
That's right. There's a couple good subtle racist jokes in there.
Fucking in tears, man. I was in fucking tears.
She's like, "I'm from Michigan."
James, resend it because I can't find it.
Oh man,
funny. Or no, you did it. He did it at home. Oh no, but he can still forward it from his email. Yeah, you can forward it from your email, James. Don't lie to me. He didn't even say anything at all yet.
No, well, hopefully he sends it again then.
I hope so. Did he send it to my? He wants to send it to my horror.
But so from what I was reading, yeah, Prince was originally cast as in Chris Tucker's role, which I think that could have been pretty interesting to see.
Yeah,
but Chris Tucker fucking knocked that eccentric. I don't even know if it's a radio host or just radio show host. I don't know what the fuck it actually is, but host of something. He knocked that out of the park.
I'm kind of glad Prince didn't get it, to be honest with you, because I don't think he would have brought this type of energy, and it would have definitely left.
I don't. He is more. Yeah, Chris Tucker's more wound up than Prince would have ever been. I'm sure.
Yeah,
he has the acting.
I think he does. Prince would have had the flamboyance in appearance, but Chris Tucker brings the full attitude.
Yeah, hell yeah, I agree. Prince would have brought the singing, the dancing, all that stuff, but the attitude, Chris is where he really took that home. It home.
So Mila Jovovich, who I thought it was pretty impressive for her having to basically her dialogue to be in a fake language half the movie and make that sound believable. That's got to be incredibly hard as an actor.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you kind of got to act with emotion and then just remember these ridiculous sounds you have to make.
Yeah, it's almost like you got to think of, okay, so what is she actually saying here? How would I say it, but say it in this language with like the
gibberish
inflections on the voice? You know what I mean?
I always find that fascinating when I watch something that has somebody that's trying to talk in some kind of other fake race language. Like I watch a lot of sci-fi, so like Elven or something, or like some old ancient language they make up a name for. Yeah. Klingon. Which you can now of course major in some.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Did you know you can get a degree in comic books?
Can you? Doesn't surprise me.
I was like, holy shit!
Some kind of artistic degree, probably.
Yeah, and like comic book history, art history, and shit. I'm like,
yeah.
Holy
art
fuck.
history, if you want to get specific, yeah.
Holy shit.
But so for the character of Lilo, who Mila Jovovich plays, I guess she was chosen from like 200 to 300 applicants that the writer met with. You know who else was considered? Elizabeth Berkley from Saved by the Bell.
Which one?
Who
Really?
plays? Yeah, who was in Showgirls?
Yeah. She played
Jessica. Was it
yeah,
Jessica?
Jesse.
Jesse?
Yep.
Jesse.
Wait,
Jesse.
Jesse Spano.
Jesse Spano was.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
she came close to being cast, like super close.
Wait, what was she supposed to be again? The bitchy character?
Mila. Yep.
Mila, the red-haired
Nice-
girl, the
Nice,
Fifth Element.
tall, long-legged.
I don't know, man. That would have been. That's. I can understand why actors don't want to get pigeonholed or being in something super successful like that. It's a kind of a double-edged sword because I will never see any Saved by the Bell actor in any role other than their Saved by the Bell role. Like
Unless you do something like this that makes you go, oh,
I don't know. Like I've seen
nice.
most of Showgirls, and I was thinking about Saved by the Bell. So,
but I don't. Was it as impactful for you though? Is Showgirls like a top tier movie to you that you're always going to reflect? Exactly. If it was a movie that made you go shit, like let's say if you're Jason Gordon-Levitt or whatever, right? Like, and you
Third
do
Rock
like
from the Sun.
Yeah, you do like an Inception. You're like, holy shit, this dude can actually act. You know what I mean? You're like, okay.
I mean, yeah. It probably depends on the actor too, but
yeah.
I don't know. Some of that's always going to resonate with me when I see them in every role from that point forward.
Just don't get me wrong. I
don't see it. I'd say check your sent folder. No, that's not you. That's Frozen.
What else would I see? Yeah, Prince was originally cast. Despite being filmed in London, The Fifth Element was actually a French production when they finally found a company to finance and put it out.
And it was one of the most expensive foreign films of the day.
Yeah, like ever made at that point. And it went on to become the costliest European film ever made at the time because of the French company that put it out. So it was considered a European film.
Shit.
Bro, why is Vin Diesel in this? And why is he unaccredited?
Was Vin Diesel in it? Wait, what?
He's the ancient voice.
Is he?
Yeah.
It sounds the same.
He's the ancient voice. And Corbin's dispatcher finger.
Wow. And we got to deal with Vin Diesel fucking next Saturday, guys. Aren't you excited?
Oh, more than you'll ever know. You know who else was considered for Chris Tucker's role? Jamie Foxx.
That could have worked, but he doesn't have the high pitchedness. Not as high pitched as Chris.
I don't know. I'm curious what they envisioned for the role and then what it turned out to be after the actor played it. The difference there. That always makes me curious because they have one expectation, but if the actor goes above and beyond to the point where they change the role because that's what they love. Yeah. That's a question I always think of when I come across a role that I love to watch. Like I said, Chris Tucker went above and beyond in this. Bruce Willis is the same Bruce Willis you get in everything you ever see him in. He just has a few different levels of demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, yeah, he's on another level. Honestly, he's amazing at what he does, especially for these type of roles where it's like that funny role, and you're just like, holy shit, has you in tears, damn near, and it works every single fucking time, for me.
And honestly, Gary Oldman's character in this as the villain kind of reminded me of Jim Carrey. I felt like he had a little Jim Carrey-esque, and it was probably because of the accent. I hated his accent. Like the super southerny kind of dingbatty type accent. Like it wasn't a good villain accent.
Is it me or did Bruce Willis seem like he was smirking in like every goddamn scene? It almost seems like he was super happy to be there or just like, oh God, what the hell is this shit? All right, so yep.
He had a smirk in a lot of his scenes. And honestly, him hitting on or coming on to this girl that falls in his cab so early, so soon, so fast was kind of weird.
He was
like,
lonely.
oh, hello, hey girl. Like, oh well.
Like he was, yeah.
He was
Like
lonely.
he's trying to kiss her awake literally 2 hours after meeting her
Beauty and the
at
Beast.
like the priest's apartment there.
Sleeping Beauty. Same thing. He didn't even meet her for 2
I'm
hours.
like this. It's kind of creepy.
It is. Blame Disney.
But
Disney.
and then another like. Also, I want a Chinese restaurant to just drive up to my window. Like he had like, the one scene where he's eating lunch, talking to the chef, and it's like this little Asian Chinese setup that's in this boat that just pulls up to your apartment window. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. I want restaurants to do that to my window.
I know. But yeah, man, look, this is what I want.
I can use that right now.
You ain't the only one, man.
I am one thing that surprised me, and I noted this as I wrote it down, like they don't ask Bruce Willis to save the world till an hour into this movie. So like he's literally nothing. He's just kind of going about his life for half of this movie, and even in the first half of the movie, it doesn't seem like it's that slow.
Yeah, they kind of don't know that he's the chosen one. You know what I mean? So, or what role he's really supposed to play, and it's like, oh, okay, she's the fifth element, and I'm the key to unlocking it, and the protector. Go figure. Run your fingers through my freshly mowed looking forehead.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He had his stubs freshly cut.
Chia. Chia Bruce in space.
Chia Bruce.
Did anybody else notice in the opera scene where they have the divas in an opera, the armpit holes that were cut in the costume? I assume for air.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that big blue weird looking thing.
Yeah. Like when she lifts her arms, you can see that armpit holes are like cut in the costume.
Yep.
That had to be for some sort of air.
She's like this world-class opera singer, so I'm pretty sure she was like, listen, like, no, I cannot work like this.
I noticed that. And then like the big climactic scene at the end where they're trying to figure out how to open the stones. They figure it out. They blow the wind on one. The guy drips his sweat on the other. One puts sand on top of the other. That's fine. And of course, magically, Bruce Willis has just one match left to help save the world and open the last firestone. Like, he pulls it out and he's like, nobody breathe. And my first thought is, why the fuck would you light this so far away from the stone? Why would you not hold it right over the stone, the match, when you go to light it? Instead of slowly having to pull it up from like your waist, telling people not to breathe and try to set it up. Why not try to light it as close as fucking possible?
It's a special key that grows.
Hollywood.
Oh,
it's a special key that grows. Yeah, that's what's going on in Bruce Willis's pants.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure it is.
And eventually,
for the two quick tube banging at the end there.
Mm-hmm. It was bound to happen.
Oh yeah. So, and then the last note I saw on this, I guess the movie was supposed to be a trilogy, and the guy that wrote it had 3 scripts that he had just condensed into one to get it made.
Oh fuck.
So.
Okay, that could explain kind of the slow and then really fast.
Possibly, yeah. Trying to that first hour of the movie, because I mean, even though the movie's 2 hours, it didn't feel like it, but there's still not a lot going on in that first hour as they try to establish. But somehow they did it at a point where, like, I'm not bored. It's kind of neat to see all this futuristic stuff. It doesn't look that bad, so I'm not taken out of it.
Yep, the whole environment and atmosphere in the world they create kind of plays its own role as a character that helps you enjoy it a little bit further without it feeling as flat. It definitely helps fill the room a little bit.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. But I guess
colors.
You guys want to jump into final ratings for The Fifth Element?
Locked in at that 8.
Yeah, man, me too. I'm sticking with the 8.
I'm sticking with that 9. Locked in with the 9. Had a great time with this.
We'll have to get
Who
James.
just tried joining in and I heard something go badut?
I'm so confused.
What happened?
Is that your better half laughing at us?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not paying attention. Somebody just tried hopping in.
This guy came in so damn late.
What's up?
Ruby's Rod. Look at that. Oh, he got a haircut.
Haircut.
He's got no sound, though.
This guy, man. Light skins, man. They just show up when they want.
That's awesome. So real quick while he gets that going, I got this meme here. It says, girls be trying to make you watch some bullshit ass show. By the third episode, you're fully invested. This other dude's like, homie, I just wanted to, Now I'm here on the final season of Vampire Diaries.
I've seen all of Vampire Diaries.
This other guy's like, yeah, man, Twilight got me.
Can't watch Twilight. I just refuse to do that.
I watched the first one, didn't. Mm-mm.
I tried watching part of the first one. I'm like, this is just too fucking ridiculous.
What I have not watched is the Shades of Grey movies.
I watched the first one. I didn't see the second two.
The first one is on either the white wheel or the hate wheel. I don't know who put that on there.
Sturdy,
It wasn't
I hate
me.
you so much.
Wasn't me.
I don't think it was me either.
So that was either Ruby's Rod or James.
Sturdy, I hate you for that fucking meme, that post you put up in yellow about the light-skinned dudes.
Oh, waking up at night, so waking up and I'm cute and then giggle and fall back asleep.
Roll over. I'm so cute.
That's why you couldn't fall back asleep the other day, man.
My girl just hop up like, what the fuck? What? Okay.
Look at y'all confused.
Still no sound.
Gotta hit that wheel.
Hit the cog and then pick the right audio input. Oh God!
It's usually me with the technical issues.
Yeah.
Yep. Look at this, James. Even Ibrahim showed up. Even if he's here visually for us and late, and you spending time with your wife. So
What a loser!
Selfish.
James the loser. We'll have to get his re-reviews next weekend on these two movies since he sent a video that we don't have somehow.
Yeah, because it's not even in the inbox for Popcorn and Pints. I just checked it like 4 times.
Where did he send it to?
He said he emailed it to Popcorn and Pints email. But it's not. But then he said he couldn't find it in his sent folder at all.
Ah.
So he fucked up.
We should, you know what? We should play his video with him on the show next week.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. I'm here in a different way.
We're gonna play his video with him on the show live.
Yes, next week we're playing on the show live. We're playing your video, James. You deserve it. That stunt you pulled.
Sturdy, I got something for you.
Oh shit.
My sound doesn't work even when I fix the settings. Ugh. I've been there.
Fuck.
That's a bummer.
That's weird. You're just gonna have to do sign language. Oh.
Dude, write it down and put it up.
There you go. Yeah, write notes and hold up the signs.
That would be funny. I give this movie a.
But Ibrahim has on his Deep Focus Cinema a great review that's super in depth with another one of his fellow podcasters on there. That they go so in depth on like the costume design, all the artwork and stuff like that was used, art director and all of that stuff. And yeah, so you definitely, if you want to know the details, you want to go back and it's almost like its own special features section. So go check them out. Deep Focus
really
Cinema.
Is, man. If movie nerd to the extreme.
Yeah. Yeah. But shit, what do you guys want to do? You want to give them a couple more minutes? You want to wrap it up?
We can give it another. I say we give it another minute or two.
Yeah. Are we gonna do the trailers?
And then we'll do our trailer reviews for next week.
Yes.
If only to say James is technologically declined as well. I will use.
I wish you had to watch these trailers too, but at least I'll have to watch both these movies. That's good.
Cats, baby, cats. I gotta get ripped for that.
So freaking hungry again all of a sudden.
I'm gonna have a snack and go to bed after this. That's what I do.
I'm basically gonna do the same. Have a snack and lay down. Oh, so have a shower, snack, then lay down.
You gonna game tonight or no?
Get a snack in the shower.
Because I'm getting up so early tomorrow.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I can't go tomorrow. By the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now we can.
Okay, I'm on my phone now.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, looks and sounds really good.
I found a solution.
There we go.
All right, guys. Well, I'm here. I'm in LA right now. Well, the LA area.
It looks like Aaron is reaching his hand into Lindsay Lohan's boob area there. There.
Reaching into her lower
You guys mind your business.
That's awesome, man. Good to see you.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah.
As we wrap up the show, just in
I
time.
love The Fifth Element, by the way. Fifth Element, fucking awesome movie.
It is great.
I never saw it. Like, I never saw it when it came out in theaters, but I remember seeing it many times, like on television. And like, yeah, I was like 9 at the time. It's kind of funny because I really vividly remember like me and a friend was at a friend's house and we're watching the movie, and we're like 10 years old. And then like there's that scene where they're like having sex in this tube at the end.
Yep.
And like her parents are like there. It's like really awkward. It's like a PG-13 movie for kids.
Yeah.
And they're banging in this test tube.
That'd be fun.
Great.
I mean, at least they don't go too in depth on the scenery there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
But I mean,
you know what's going on.
Yeah, there's some tube banning going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I got sucked into feeds. I'm sorry.
Would you rate this movie, Ibrahim?
It's like an 8.5. It's very high for me. It's like the thing about The Fifth Element is that it's just like a movie I could always watch. I can always watch the movie. And like it's so funny because like the movie, you know, like today this would be a franchise. There'd be like 5 of them.
Yep.
Probably.
They'd have made so many of this movie. Like if it was successful, they would just keep pumping them out. Because like there's so much stuff where you could see there could be a bigger story, but it's just this movie and that's it.
So I don't know if you caught what I said, but the guy that wrote the movie wrote it as a trilogy and then condensed it into one script to get the movie made. So
Yeah.
obviously now we live in the days of trilogies. So had this come out now, yeah, we're talking franchise.
Yeah, it'd be a franchise. Yeah,
4 or 5
100%.
films.
As many as long as they made money. I mean, the dude Luc Besson, like he's written so much. Like he wrote all the Taken movies. He wrote all the Transporter movies. There's a bunch of stuff where he's very prolific. Unfortunately, he's also prolific when it comes to banging models, whether it's consensual or not. So that kind of got him fucked up, and so he's been canceled. So we're not going to see any movies from him for a while. Very unfortunate. But yeah, he was at the time he was married to Mila Jovovich.
Oh wow, he was married to her? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got married. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They had a couple films together, and then she was like, "I'm done with this asshole." Moved on to a different director, Paul W.S. Anderson.
That's a dude that does all the Resident Evils and shit, right? Every movie that she does, he does, right?
Every movie.
He's the only reason she has a career, right? Okay.
A little bit. I mean, she's actually talented.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, had he not been a director and she hadn't had these roles.
Well, I would say that if it weren't for her, he wouldn't have a career. Or he would have been pigeonholed into AVP 3 or some other.
Yeah, I never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, no,
I've always looked at it the other way.
Yeah, the mutually beneficial relationship.
Those movies are like they're just a vehicle for her anyway. Those Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
And it's just become like it's almost like a joke. It's like, okay, let's see how Alice is just gonna obliterate 1 billion people in the next movie, and it became kind of boring.
I wonder, did he do the Monster Hunter movie that they just recently put out with her?
I think he did, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Dude,
You'll see that there's no. They're so lucky. God damn, I need somebody like that I can just start making movies with or something, and just all right, babe. 2 years from now, we'll be back at this shit.
Well,
All right?
when Ibrahim's on his, the high rolling movie director, we're all going to be extras.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think we deserve more than extras. We deserve at least speaking roles because he actually talks to us.
Oh, I'm talking a couple lines, but still.
Okay.
That movie.
I'm over here like,
I don't know if you guys saw Monster Hunter or not, but like basically they have this whole crew, right? And so it's her and a bunch of Marines, and of course, like halfway through the movie, they kill off everybody except for her.
Yeah.
And it's her and another guy, Tony Jaa, is like the rest of the movie. It's like
Do they have sex at some point?
No. No.
Really?
No sex.
Okay, that seems like a missed opportunity.
I agree.
I agree too. That movie, there's a lot of missed opportunities in it. It's not very good movie. Yeah. Anyway, Fifth Element, fucking great movie.
Yeah.
Love that scene with the diva. Really good. That scene's awesome. And like they legit put someone in a giant blue suit.
Yep.
That latex thing. Oh my god.
And I did notice the cutouts in the armpits for what I assume was air of any kind.
Had to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, farting in that had to be terrible. That's where my mind just went, guys.
Of course.
Women don't
Imagine
fart. I refuse to
Imagine
believe
you have
that.
to take a shit.
Oh god.
But they probably cut out a whole.
That would, you know what? When I think about going into
spread.
acting, if I think about it, and if I ever thought about having a role that required so much makeup and stuff, that's one of my biggest fears. Like, what if I sit through 6 hours of makeup and then I have to take a huge shit at some point?
Like, I got a shit, man. You guys better hurry this up. Oh man.
Like, how long does it take to get the bottom half off so I can go? Some costume.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you know what? For the film, just shoot me from here up.
Yeah.
Because down here,
I'm just gonna walk around in my underwear for the.
I'm sure there's an exit strategy.
You make the suit or whatever you're putting on almost like overalls with the little hatch on the butt that you can just like take 2 buttons down, but the hatch is green screen.
And your
so
rubber
it's easily
suit,
filled.
so you're sweating even more.
Yep.
As you're straining.
Wow.
So did you guys know? I don't know. Maybe Chris talked about this, but like the white Chris, that they wanted to get Prince. They wanted Prince to be Ruby Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just pointed out. I actually got the wrong person, the wrong character.
Both Chris's pointed. It was like a team effort. Puerto Rican Chris got the characters mixed up, and white Chris corrected them, helped him out.
That would have been fun, because like I don't know, Chris Tucker like kind of kills it. Like he really
he's just like beyond eccentric to a point that like I think Prince would have had the appearance, but I don't think Prince could have reached kind of the audacity level.
He wouldn't have done because
or he wouldn't have.
Chris Tucker is doing like the story version of Prince. Like the Charlie Murphy Prince. That's what he's doing.
Yes.
Like way over the top.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's really funny.
This is one of those performances that's along those lines of like the Jim Carrey or the Robin Williams, you know what I mean? Where you just fucking owned it. You know what I mean? You lived it, you breathed it, you owned it, and it's going to be iconic and memorable forever.
He committed, man. That's what you get when you commit.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Fucking agreed.
Yeah, he totally committed to that shit, which is great. Great. Yeah, 90s Chris Tucker's like really interesting. Because like the next year was Rush Hour, right? Rush Hour was 98.
I believe so.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Rush Hour was like.
What year was Friday?
That
Was Friday a 2000s movie?
No, that was also in the 90s.
No, Friday was way before Rush Hour.
96, 95. Rush Hour was 97, 99, I think. 98.
Yeah, Friday was 95.
Okay.
He
This was not
pretty big, pretty fast.
Fifth Element was 97. So.
Yeah, and
Wow.
and he was also in Jackie Brown in 97.
Yeah.
He's in there for like 2 minutes. He gets shot in the head by Sam Jackson in a trunk of a car.
It's a good way to go.
Sam Jackson, shooting you in a movie, yeah. long as
Yeah.
it tells you motherfucker or something.
So yeah, here's a tip. So like, whenever your drug dealer friend tells you to get in the trunk of a car, you should probably say no.
Wait a minute. Are you okay? Are you safe?
Well, no, that's what happens in Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you.
No. Like in Jackie Brown, he's like, "Oh, we gotta go threaten some people. You get in the trunk of this car, and then we're gonna go to their house, and you're gonna pop out and shoot them." And he fucking does it. He fucking gets in the trunk of his car like idiot. And Sam Jackie just goes around the block, and he opens the car. He opens the trunk and he just kills him.
It really does look like you're reaching into Lindsay Lohan's top there when you put your hand to the side.
I'm not. I'm just messing with my my what you call it?
Yeah. Just yeah, huh? Mm-hmm.
My mix over here. The sound.
Yeah. That's what that kid's called it back in 24, right? 2004 mixer.
Oh fuck.
Tweaking the knobs.
Shit. All right, well, I guess round table one last time before we close it out. I'm sticking with my 9 for Fifth Element. What'd you say you gave it, Ibrahim? 8.5?
Yeah, I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
Okay,
9,
so 2 9, 2 8s.
Staying on the 8, yep.
Well, people, thank you guys for watching and all that good shit. Let's show you where you can find us, some of us. Right here is Chris.
AKA the worst damn gamer ever.
Mm-hmm. Worst damn Puerto Rican ever as well.
Not true.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Go check them out. And then for the rest of us, you got Horror Research 30 live shows every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Popcorn and Pints that you guys can see tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Saturdays, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Stories from a Bar. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can hear Stories from a Bar. Deep Focus Cinema. Facebook, YouTube. Check that shit out now, bitches. Check it out now. Go subscribe, like, share, review, all that good shit for all these platforms of all these amazing contents. What did he say? James said, have a good night, gentlemen, and peace out. And I guess, that's how we'll close it out. Everybody have a great night, and peace.
The Batusi.